Now let us understand the problem of language. In order to solve it, we have to divide and conquer. So let us categorize language into four components. It's very simple to say that somebody has got a poor English or is not good in a certain language. However, such a diagnosis makes it very difficult to make a prescription for that person on how to improve his language skills. So, the four components I have chosen for this chapter are listening, talking, reading, and writing. There is nothing new about these aspects of language. However, the way I'm using them might be new. I'll be talking about each of the components in more details later on. Now, I just want to help you visualize what those components look like in the real world. Basically, I am trying to satisfy your information brain quadrant, or the left lower brain, or the red brain. I'm sure that you have some recollection about the four brain quadrants that we discussed in the earlier chapters. If not, it is okay, and it won't make much difference in the understanding of this chapter. Don't worry. Take a look at the diagram. It consists of four sets of table and graph. Each set talks about a certain type of person based on his language skills. His skills has been resolved into four dimensions or components that we have just discussed. Also, as you can see in the table, there are two rows describing the four components. They correspond to the two different colored bars in the graph next to the table. What I'm trying to show here is the particular level of the component has got two facets. The first one is the level that is exhibited to the world by the person. That is represented by the blue bars and the left hand column. The second set or facet is the level that the person actually possesses in that particular component. In this way, by combining the levels exhibited and the actual level in the various four components of language, I have come up with four different kinds of people. The first one, person A, I call Mr. Talented. The second one, person B, I call Mr. Imposture. The third one I have called Mr. Average. And the fourth one I have called Mr. Hidden Talent. Now, let me explain why I have named them in such a way and give you some examples of each of them. In this way, you will have a fresh image or a realistic context about what this chapter on English and language is all about. So starting with Mr. Talented. As you can see in the diagram, this person gets a score of 10 out of 10 in all the four components in the two facets of what others see and what he actually has. For example, to the world, he shows that he is a 10 in writing, then in real, he is also a 10 in writing. The same applies for the other three components of reading, talking, and listening. So, Mr. Talent is somebody that we all wish we could be. They are so few. Many of you would not know such a person. They can learn easily by listening as well as by reading. They can express themselves through words that are spoken or that are written with equal ease. Such people are wanted. Many of them make it to the top jobs of CEO and leaders. You can recognize them when in a meeting they are very attentive listeners. They take notes very profusely. Then, when it's their time to talk, they can read from what they have written along with other documents. Then they can speak out for or against whatever position they are taking. People see their high caliber in the four components. Then, after the meeting, everybody receives a perfectly written email, short and concise, covering all the points and also mentioning the list of actions to be taken. People love to work for them. These Mr. Talented understand anybody who brings any kind of problems very quickly. People can sense their intelligence. In this way, they have very high level of language skills. Next, we have Mr. Imposture. As you can see in the second diagram, the graphs are different. In each of the components, he scores level 10 in terms of the skill that he tries to portray to the world. But in reality, the actual skill level that he has is just half of it. Now, these are very common types of people. I have myself got many friends who fit this bill perfectly. They dress with such class and they have the manners to go along with it. Nobody would second guess that they are not able to write grammatically correct English. Nobody can guess that they can't read an article well enough to understand it correctly and give a correct summary. Nobody can guess that they might appear as if they are understanding while you are talking to them, but everything is going above their heads. Nobody can guess that whatever they have said is rubbish, senseless, and illogical. The Mr. Impostures are a dangerous species. They will do anything not to be exposed. Then you'll ask how these people strive in the real world. Well, in fact, they do very well, almost like Mr. Talented, if not more. How, you'll ask? Well, they have a secret weapon. If you have not guessed it yet, it is person D, or the hidden talent. Yes, the impostures always hire a team member who is very humble and has no ambitions, but has got level 10 listening skills, talking skills, writing skills, and reading skills. Of course, it might not be possible to find the four components at the top-notch level in a single person. So Mr. Imposture, who is very good at recognizing and keeping an entourage, would hire several people to help him hide his weakness in the languages components. Next, there is Mr. Average. So this is the profile of most people. As you can see in the diagram, such a person would be good at listening but poor in talking. He would be able to read well, but he would be able to write a bit better than people give him credit for. Again, this is just one example of a mix. There could be thousands of varieties. In truth, some of us think that we cannot talk well or give a speech. But when we actually do talk, we do a very good job and people are impressed. Mr. Average isn't very well dressed, so people will not think that he will be a good writer, although there is no connection between how we dress and how we write. However, they always surprise us through precise, eloquent writing. Anyways, Mr. Average is a real person, a genuine person, should I say. Finally, there is Mr. Hidden Talent, whom I have introduced to you earlier. As you can see in the graph, based on his appearance, behavior, demeanor, everybody thinks that he doesn't have the capacity to listen, talk, read or write, but his capacity for all the four components are actually top notch. Such people, if discovered by the Mr. Impostures of the world, rise to be indispensable in the organization and make lots of money. Mr. Talented would rather have lots of Mr. Averages, but Mr. Talented is also on a lookout for hidden talents. So in this way, now you have a pretty much good understanding of the four brain components of language.